Hello and welcome to Helen Joy Creates. In this video you will see me attempting to make mochi for the very first time. It is a Japanese dessert made from glutinous rice. So to start with, I'll get some glutinous rice flour and you need 60 grams of it. And then add in 1 tablespoon of sugar to that. That's then going to go into a saucepan with 150 mils of water. I have seen recipes that do it in the microwave, but I just wanted to keep an eye on it, so decided to do it on the stove. Then just gently heat that, stirring it as you go. It doesn't take very long for it to start thickening up. Once it thickens and is quite smooth, just cook it for a few minutes to make sure it's cooked through, and then lay it out onto a floured surface. I just used more rice flour again for that. Allow it to cool down a bit and then just flatten it out on the surface, but always making sure that there's flour there for it not to stick, as the dough is very sticky and you want to be able to pick it up without tearing. I ended up flattening it out just with my hand. I didn't really use a rolling pin or anything, and it seemed to work fine. I, without really thinking, did it in a long strip, but I think it would have worked better if I had done it in a square, just so that when I was cutting out my shapes in the end, that they were squares rather than rectangles, as it would have helped me with the final wrapping of the insides. So next what you want to do is get some peanut butter. I used crunchy peanut butter just because I wanted that texture, and also some honey to sweeten. So it was probably about 3 or 4 tablespoons of peanut butter and about 2 tablespoons of sugar. That was quite sweet. You might not want it that sweet, but you can just make it to your taste. Next, just cut up your dough into sections. It would be helpful to just dust your knife with the flour to help it not stick too much, but as you can see, the dough is quite sticky. I think I managed to get about 7 pieces from that dough. Then on the side, I got a plate with some desiccated coconut or shredded coconut, so that I could roll my final mochi in it to coat the dough, which also helps with the stickiness. So then I just spoon in a bit of the peanut butter and honey mixture onto one of the dough pieces and wrap it up. Just squeeze the sides. The dough is still quite sticky, even though it's got the flour coating on it. The inside of the dough is still sticky, so there was no problem trying to get it to stick together. In fact, it probably was hard not letting it stick to your fingers. So that's when I just rolled it into the desiccated coconut. Just that also helps with being able to pick it up and it not stick to your fingers. So then just set that one aside on a plate and keep going with the rest of your dough pieces until you're done. Then eat and enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and please do subscribe if you haven't already to catch my other videos. I'm going to attempt doing 2 videos a week. Mondays will be Making Mondays for arts and crafts, and Fridays will be Foody Fridays for tasty treats, with a few other videos thrown in here and there in between. So please join me again soon. Take care.